we are introducing new plugin system. So basically this to be in agent editor, okay, and MAS. So basically what this tool is doing is that it allow agent to using up to 10,000 tool, including the built-in tool that AgenticFlow have and MCP tool, okay. And it is no more configuration every input, because as you know that there's a lot of like input of each of the action, right? For example, like create VO3, you need to come up with a prompt, you need to come up with like the aspect ratio, you get to select different parameter. But for now, sometimes that doesn't matter. If you would like to have, you delegate to the agent to think about that. So you can let the agent decide when you are using plugin. So for example, like just a second example, like the create VO3 video, I don't even need to come up with a prompt. The agent will come up with that for me, because the agent will using the VO3 as a plugin. And the reason why we are introducing this one is because we are also introducing a new skill system. The skill system is the one that we were introducing last week when Anthropic is having that, and we told you that we will bring that into AgenticFlow, and that is what we are going to introduce today. But I will come back to that later. The plugin system paired with skill and file system is going to be creating an amazing agent that have the long-term memory, have the place where it's going to save the output, and it will having a place that it will remember the SOP that you create for that before. And it's going to be much faster for you to kind of like experimenting with different actions that are available in AgenticFlow. Alright, so let me go directly into the plugin system so that you can have a look. Okay, let me go to here. Let me share this tab instead. So plugin system. So this is the agent. And you will notice that we are adding two tabs in here, which is the new, the plugin tab and also skill tab. Let's go to the plugin first. If you go here, by the first time, you will empty on this one, but you can click on this add button. So basically, it will list all of the built-in action that are available in AgenticFlow and group by the provider. Either it's OpenAI, Perplexity, or the built-in of AgenticFlow, or the PixelML operator, even TikTok, Claude, and so on. So this action can technically add as a tool to the agent. And what you can use is that, for example, like I can add an agent. Can you create an image of a mascot that using Gemini 2.5 Flash image model, and it will create an image for me. So before, I think if you would like to create an image using a tool, what you need to do is that you need to go into a workflow, you add this generate image as an action in that workflow, and then you equip that workflow again in here. So we see that this is quite time consuming, because like I would just want to have the agent that can image generation, right? Why do I have to go through multiple steps? And I would like to try different tool and teach my agent what is to use. And workflow still have the power of workflow, where you have the defined step very fixed that going to step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you would like to make sure 100% it will run that way. Then you can still using workflow. But for the workflow with only one single step, then I would suggest that you switch to use plugin. Okay. So this one is using image on plugin, and because it is an agent, so I can have a human in the loop, and I can tell the agent like, can you use a normal model and make it a 916 image? It clone the image again, and it is just setting the aspect ratio as 16:9, because I tell it to use a 16:9, and it output the image like this. And then what I can do is that use VO3.1 fast with this image at start frame and create funny story in 8 seconds. Okay. And let me play this video, and yeah, that's it. That is how simple it is when you are combining Gen image to Gen video. And more interestingly, you can even like doing some other as well. So last time I was sharing with everyone that if you're using the ByteDance model, okay, you can search for ByteDance. Oops, it was filter. So ByteDance generated video is it using like the C-Dance model, which is much more cheaper. I think, let me come back into this one. I think last week or the week before I was introducing that. Where is that? It's a very cheap model. Yeah, okay. So this one is 10 times cheaper than the VO3 model. And I think you can use that to operate on the video that perhaps you don't want to spend too much money on that. But go back to the agent, okay? So you can easily to add this plugin of the ByteDance into this agent, and then you can just tell it to using ByteDance to using above image as a start frame, and then it will just output the video. Let me play this video. It look not good, right? It's not even using the start frame that I have. So this is more about the prompting. I think on YouTube I haven't played. So the output of the video is not correct because I think it was using some kinds of like incorrect variable. So for example, let me switch back to here. I can click on here. I will see, okay, it will create a prompt, but it forget to sending the start frame. So normally, if you would like to make it, no, you need to use the previous 69 image as a start frame. Do it again. Yeah, let's see how is it going to work on this part. It will calling the PixelML ByteDance. Let's expand. This is more interesting now. So I think the problem is it is sending a base 64 image, which is not something that it is readable. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this image URL. You just add a start frame because VO3 or CDance, they need to have the image accessible on the PNG file. And you can ask it, okay, so it's actually sending the correct URL. And I think this route is starting to work. So basically it's choosing the model for you. It is writing the prompt for you. I don't even have to ask it to write. And it will have the start frame. It pick the duration for you. And that's basically it. How you can using plug in into your like experimenting of different feature that within AgenticFlow. Okay. So let's wait for this bit. And let me switch to Discord. If you have any question, you can ask me now. Yeah, this plugin setup. Yeah. I think this is currently really, I think it's very useful. For the second question, what happens if you need multiple plugin? Does it have that? I don't get it, Mr. PC Man. So you can add many plugin as you like in here. But yeah, remember that because adding more plugin, the agent will start to performing not good. So that's why you need a multi-agent, of course. But as long as you can keep the total number of plugin and MCP tool and workflow under like 9, I think you should be okay for each of the agent. I hope that is answer to your question, Mr. PCman. But you can elaborate more. Let me go into YouTube. Anton, can you add? Oh, okay. Other question. All right. It takes more time than I expected. Okay. It takes time. All right. I will come back to that later. Okay. Let me go into the other feature of. So this is another the things that I would like to share with everyone. So you can having a plugin that's saying generate image, and then you can have another plugin that called edit image that you can easily to see in here, edit image. In this one, you should add, and then you can generate an image with this. And so it is a square image. No, this is the 916. But you can ask this to use an edit image to make it 16:9. So actually, it's going to using the image that you have. It is using the model name Nano Banana. It will take the image that originally that you have in here and then put that as an input, and the output is a new picture of the same character that you create originally, and then you can make a video. And yeah, so yeah, as we are here, so why don't we make it? Okay, let's use above image as a start frame for a great cartoon video. Please use VO3 3.1 fast for it. Yeah, let's see how is it reacting to this one. So basically, because I already add the VO3 in here already, and it was just using the VO3 generate video, and the input is the model name is this one, the prompt is this one. It's automatically come up, the aspect ratio, and the image at the start frame. I think it's all good. So we're just waiting a bit until it's done on this part. Okay. ByteDance is so long. I don't know why. But also on YouTube, on this one is also takes some time on this. Okay. Yeah, so this is going to take a minute or two, depends on the pipeline from Google, because this one is kind of like very high demand. So let me go back into this one and then moving to the next sharing. So after the plugin system in AgenticFlow, the way I believe that this is very useful for you, then it is currently available in Agent, but we also make it available in MAS as well. So because it's kind of like universal system. So I would suggest that you can also visit our platform MAS and then play around with that. Okay, so let me go back into here. Let me go into my multi-agent. Let me go into kind of like just random MAS. I click add a node and I can click on plugin. It is actually powering up on this one, and eventually we can able to add a plugin here. Oops, I think there's something bug in here. We have to still fix this, but it is actually functioning in the same way. So you can kind of like add an agent, and then you can connect the agent into a plugin, so that it's going to be a must-have step to trigger after an agent to do something. Because sometimes that you just would like the plugin to execute to do some of the work that really like fixes without having to make it like rely on the agent capability, because the agent is going to sometimes they just don't like to create image and then it just gone. Okay. Yep. So I think is on this one. Oh, we have the VO3 video already. So let me play the video. Oh, I think there's something wrong with my camera, but let me play the video on this one first. So it's look good, right? So let me come back to this one. So what you can do for this one, the reason why I was asking, saying that it is very powerful when you combination of different things together, is that when you have this video already, then technically what you can do is that you can enable the file system. You can switch on this one, and then you just click save, and then you just tell the agent, hey, I add your ability to upload to AI drive. Can you upload that above video to that? Use the videos folder for organizing. So it's going to using the upload from URL, because we have the video from the URL already. So it's going to download the video into that area directly, and it will tell me like whether okay, it has been uploaded into the video folder. You can access it in download mascot video.m4. Let me go into my drive and I go here. Oh, it is have a new video folder already. Let me expand that. So this is a cartoon mascot video. Let me click on this one. I download to my computer. So basically that is a closed loop already. So where you can have your agent, and that agent is actually doing the work, and then it save that into a folder so that you can access that later. And because you have the file, the physical file already, so later we can allow that to pushing this physical file to somewhere else that you would like to have, or you can just store it here in your project drive so that you can continue to work with that in the future. For example, later we can have ability that in here, instead of like just select photo and add file from your own computer, we can allowing you to choose the file from drive. So actually it's going to be the closed loop of all of the current material, so that you can design an agent that doing very complex things rather than just doing some basic things like now. Okay. So let's recap. So we have in here that the ability to using plugin, using the second plugin to edit to make it like a 16:9, using another VO3 in order to create a cartoon video, and finally using file system to download that video into our drive. So that is the combination of the new plugin system and also the file system that you see is already powerful.